Cheese Crew down 0-1 against Misfit Mafia. Misfit Mafia, first pick, first ban. Towers of Doom. Man, there are so many ways you can play this map. I'm not even sure it's possible to ban somebody on this map. Like, there are, like, lots of different ways you can play this map. Obviously, I don't have a co-caster tonight. I popped the wrong overlay for a minute there, but here we go. Jumping into first pick, first ban. What are we gonna see out of that Misfit Mafia? Man, that's a great question. I'm not really sure. They could ban or pick anything here. So let's go with if I'm picking this or banning this. Oh man, Misfit Mafia, you guys are making my life hard. I wanted to cast a Garage game tonight, and I can't do that if you guys keep banning Garage. Let Gary play, man. Hashtag free Gary. I'm starting that in Twitch chat right now. Hashtag free Gary. Come on, man. Come on. Hashtag free Gary. You gotta let Garage play, boys. You gotta let Garage play. How am I supposed to cast a game and talk about those sick alley-oops if nobody's gonna let him through? Please, I beg of you, Misfit Mafia. If this goes to game 3, let Gary through. Hashtag free Gary. Alright. So now that Garage is out of the way. Cheese Crew. What are you gonna ban? That Gul'dan Nazebo did sick damage to you guys, but I'm not sure that's ban-worthy here. I think more than likely what you'll see is maybe a Dahaka ban, maybe a Nubarak. I don't know. Like, there's so many ways you can play Towers of Doom. Maybe Misfit Mafia has a TLV player, but out comes the Anubarak, man. All right, I can dig it. Anubarak did make life a little bit difficult for the Cheese Crew, so I can dig it. Can't approve. But now, first pick over to Misfit Mafia. What's it going to be, guys? You already took away my Gary pick. I like Dahaka. Dahaka's still a solid first pick here. It gives you global presence. You can move around the map pretty quickly with all the bushes on Towers of Doom. And he's just a solid overall global character. So I still dig Dahaka's first pick here. 100%. But I'm not sure that the boys in the Misfit Mafia feel the same way about that. So it'll be interesting to see what they pick, as they only have 15 seconds left. So what's it gonna be, boys? What are you going to pick? Decisions. All right, Rhaegar did well for them. I could see sticking with the Rhaegar. I kind of like picking your support or your warrior first. It doesn't show anything to the other team. It just says, yeah, man, I picked a meta support character. So what? What are you going to do about it? Nothing, because there's nothing you can do about it. So I kind of dig the Rhaegar first pick there. That could work. But that means Dahaka is open for Cheese Crew to pick up. And out comes the Li Ming Dahaka. Li Ming's poke on this map is insanely good. It's pretty hard to get a shrine if Li Ming decides you're not going to get that shrine. So, Li Ming Dahaka are two superb picks, in my opinion. All right. So back over to the boys in Misfit Mafia. Ooh. It's a Pirate Falstad. I have no idea why I did that with a slight Irish accent. I have no idea. But Pirate Falstad. All right. I like that. If you have a good Falstad player, Falstad is a great solo laner and can actually deal with the Haka pretty close to even. So I like that. Whoa. And the Zeratul. All right, a little bit of the Void Prison here. Are we going to see an ETC mosh pit coming out of the VP or Diablo? Diablo is a great. Popping APOC into a mosh pit is wonderful. So, Yeah. What's it gonna be, Cheese Crew? What are you gonna ban here? Because there's a lot of things that you might want to hide. You might not want to let Dahaka. You might not want to let Diablo or ETC go over there. It'd be interesting to see what happens. Ten seconds, boys. What's the ban? What's the ban? Out comes the Diablo ban. All right. All right. I like it. I like it. Diablo out of VP is crazy good and way easier to land than the mosh pit is sometimes. Man, I would love to see those last two picks be like Jaina ETC. Super Dave's watching right now. We used to be on a team together last season. Man, we had the sickest wombo with VP into Mosh Pit, Ring of Frost. You all dead now. On this map specifically. So I would love to see ETC Jaina pop out. I don't know that we will, but I would love to see it. But enough about my team last season. Let's talk more about what Misfit Mafia is going to ban here in the 10 seconds they have left. Looks like they're showing the Stitches. Stitches did do work for Cheese Crew. I know they didn't win, but Stitches landed a number of key hooks. And on this map specifically, you can really, really mess somebody up with a good hook. So, the Stitches ban was a good ban. But now we got Cheese Crew picking their next two. I would support and look at supporting your main warrior here. With Stitches off the board and Nubarak and Diablo off the board, actually ETC is not a bad pick here for Cheese Crew either, and it would keep Misfit Mafia from getting that, ruining my dreams of the true wombo combo in this best of 3. Out comes the Arthas Nazebo. Okay. So now we have Cheese Crew looking at the late game here with the Arthas Nazebo. All right. Okay. Well, more with the Nazebo pick. Come on, boys. You know what works really well here? Looking at that. Do it. Do the ETC Jaina. All you got to do is make sure you land on top of that Li Ming and that Dahaka. And then the sweet, sweet wombo combo synergy is yours. All for the cheap, cheap price of picking ETC and Jaina here in the draft. You know, I will even get my little cow out. He can ride shotgun right here. My little cow representing it. You guys know you want to pick it. You know you want to make it happen. He's watching the screen right now, hoping that he can come out and play. Take him out of that pasture, man. He no longer belongs there. He is ready for prime time again. But let's see what we got. They got 8 seconds left. Final 2 picks out of Misfit Mafia in what could be the last game of the series. Misfit Mafia up 1-0 over the Cheese Crew. Oh, dagger. We get the Johanna Greymane. Oh. Hopes dashed. Alright, so Johanna Greymane actually works pretty well here. Greymane can work. Johanna is a solid tank. They played it pretty well on the last map. So this could work out well. There's no problem with that pick. And then out comes the Malfurion like last game. So Daz again rocking that Malfurion, looking for a solid Twilight Dream if he can land it. Feel like Misfit Mafia's draft a little bit more in Cheese Crew this time around. Little bit more. We'll have to see how this goes down, but I'm feeling that one just a hair more. Not a lot, just a little. But it doesn't matter how I feel. What matters is jumping into the game and figuring out who's going to win. So here we go into game number 2 in our best of 3, featuring Misfit Mafia and Cheese Crew for Chair League Season 5, Week 5, Division 3 on Towers of Doom. This is going to be a good game. This could be the end. This could be the middle. We'll have to see how it works. But for the Cheese Crew on the red team, we have Darak playing that Nazebo. Cromlock on the Dahaka. Decro on the Arthas, Daz on that Malfurion, and Black Magic on the Li Ming. And over to the blue side, Misfit Mafia currently up 1-0. We have Mr. Sad Panda rocking out that Rhaegar. Double EMZ on the Greymane, Real Bros on Johanna, Taoism on the Falstad, and 6 on that Zeratul. Man, the potential for Zeratul playmaking here is high. So the question is going to be, are we going to see that level of Zeratul playmaking, or is it going to be something else? Only time will tell, and that's why we play the game, to figure that stuff out. Cool. So here we go. Both teams picking their talents. Both teams looking to do a little 5-on-5. Got some surfboards, etc. out on the one side, and the happy smiley clouds out on the cheese crew. Yet again, out we go. 5-on-5 in the middle. Out come the sprays from the cheese crew. Those guys love throwing down that cheese. Oh, quick root onto Rhaegar. He is taking a ton of damage. Barely gonna survive, maybe. Oh, each tick of that damage, each tick of that poison getting him so much closer. But no deaths yet. Falstad top lane, Dahaka bottom lane, and everybody rotating around. We are gonna have a Falstad versus Nazeebo. That might not work out the way that Falstad would have hoped. Bottom lane, Dahaka and Li Ming against the Greymane. With a stealthy little stealther coming in from behind, looking to put a little bit of damage out onto the Greymane. Or onto the Li Ming. And that's going to leave Johanna mid lane solo against an Arthas and a Malfurion. Both teams just getting some XP here. I don't expect anything crazy to happen in the next minute or so. Nothing until the first towers. Both teams going to try and get level 4. Both teams probably going to try and grab their respective camps as soon as they pop. Lots of damage coming out on the Greymane. He might be in trouble here, but Li Ming taking a ton of damage as well. Down goes the Li Ming with the finish from Zeratul, but Zeratul not going to be able to escape here. Arthas and Dahaka finish him off as well. That's going to be 1-for-1. Out come the triple altar spawn, mid lane and top lane. Let's see how these two teams shape up to deal with this. Do you have Greymane throwing out a little bit of damage? Arthas still staying bottom lane. Along with Dahaka looking to grab this mid lane shrine if they can. We do have 4 members from Misfit Mafia going up to secure their top shrine. Good zombie wall from Nazeebo looking to pick out Johanna. Not quite able to interrupt that. We are going to have both the mid shrine and the right shrine going over to Cheese Crew, left shrine going over to Misfit Mafia. That's going to give them a 4-shot lead here on Towers of Doom. Neither team picking up their camp yet. Nazeebo up there facing both Zeratul. Oh, Nazeebo in a bad place, but he doesn't know it yet. He about to die. If Joe can pick him up here, the stun comes out. Damage going down, but Nazeebo able to survive. He's going to have to be, and that's going to be some mist soak up here in this top lane for Nazeebo. Both teams have hit level 5, almost 6. 6 coming out for Misfit Mafia with just a slight lead in XP soak. Dahaka in a dangerous spot here is going to go ahead and use his trait. Still taking a decent amount of damage. But in comes Arthas to save the day, and Rhaegar might now be in trouble here. As we do see Zeratul looking to get away or possibly finish that kill on the Dahaka. Not able to do so. Rhaegar still taking a ton of damage. Going to just barely survive, as both teams did send players down to try and get a kill there. Bottom shrine is available, and it looks like as I was getting ready to move down there, Greymane and Zeratul were able to finish off the Li Ming. giving a slight advantage to Misfit Mafia. Out come their level 7 skills. And Cheese Crew doing what they can to secure their level 7s just before the altar spawns. It's up and available now, and Li Ming is making her way back into battle. But this is going to be a 4-on-3 even once Li Ming gets here. But Falstad blown up. Down goes Arthas. That's going to be a 1-for-1. Falstad, of course, was in the top lane facing Nazebo, though. So it is still 4 versus 3 in this bottom lane now that Dahaka has traveled down here into the bottom lane. Lots of damage coming out onto the Rhaegar. Not enough to kill him. Same with the Zeratul. Looks like Cheese Crew backing up a little bit. Zeratul may be able to secure this altar. And it does look like he is indeed going to get that done. That's going to be 32 shots to 32 shots. Oh, Rhaegar just getting annihilated there, though. That poor, poor wolf. Nazebo was rotating between the mid lane and the top lane almost that entire time. And now we have both teams starting on their camps. Zeratul jumping in, taking a little bit of damage and running out. And that's going to be a camp on each side. While Nazebo continues his rotation, mid lane, top lane. A lot of damage coming out there, and Zeratul does get finished off by the Dahaka. Ooh, Greymane might be in trouble here. He is in no man's land, double rooted, and that's going to be a dead Greymane. We do have Cheese Crew rotating around like they really mean business, and heroic abilities getting picked up by Cheese Crew. Still half level for Misfit Mafia to pick up those abilities. Cheese Crew should take this advantage and push in if they can. Looks like they're just going to take the wall down and then start to back out. Level 10 just around the corner for Misfit Mafia. As soon as they get that, I would not be surprised to see Zeratul pop a Void Prison right away. Oh, Rhaegar caught in no man's land. Out comes the root, followed by the roots, followed by all the damage, and that's going to be a dead Rhaegar. Void Prison is now available along with all the typical alts that we usually see here. Cursed Bullet being Greymane's choice, not go for the throat. Double altar spawn, mid lane, bottom lane. What are we going to see here from Cheese Crew and Misfit Mafia? Looks like Misfit Mafia looking to possibly pick up this bottom lane one right away. Zeratul pumping a lot of damage out onto the Li Ming. Not going to be able to finish her off. Out comes the Void Prison. Only a one-man Void right now, though, but also zoning the rest of the Cheese Crew from coming in. Out comes the Laser Beam. Tons of damage going out onto that Falstad. No deaths yet, but that Twilight Dream is going to cost Zeratul his life. Nazebo did get that mid lane. Johanna going down, and that's going to be 2 altars to 0 going over to Cheese Crew. That's going to give them a, what is that going to be? 8-shot lead. And 12 versus 10, looking to get 13 much earlier than Misfit Mafia at this rate. We do see the invade happening. Arthas and Malfurion along with Li Ming Nazebo starting Misfit Mafia's camp. Taking those bottom sappers right away. Looking to possibly get this fort. Boys, if you want this, you got to push in. If you guys back out, they're just going to clear this. Alright, so this is going to be more of a denial while the Cheese Crew takes their own sapper camp. I'm a little concerned because we do have Falstad soaking top, Johanna soaking mid, and the Cheese Crew pushing bottom hard. They're not getting the soak they used to get. Out comes the Cursed Bullet. Arthas really low, but able to barely survive that. Picks off Greymane instead. Down goes the Rhaegar. This should be a fort going over to the Cheese Crew. 13 versus 11 now available for him. Out come the talent preview pane. And wow, Li Ming indeed going glass cannon. Double checking just to make sure I wasn't crazy. Alright, so we do have a double top altar spawn. Out comes the silence. Twilight Dream from Malfurion. Not going to be enough to pick off Johanna. We do have a couple of quests completed, as you can see. Team's getting work done. Oh, tons of damage coming out here onto the Nazebo. Popping that ice block, looking to survive. Roots come out. He is oh so low. Falstad going to finish him off. Down goes the Nazebo. Out come all the ultimate abilities. Void Prison catching Li Ming in the back. And drag on the Johanna, looking to finish her off. But 2 altars are available. Looks like Falstad's going to go ahead and sneak away. Try and grab one of these altars. Johanna does go down. Falstad not able to secure the Misfit Mafia side altar for his team. Arthas starting the channel, but I expect we'll see Falstad interrupted just like that. Now that Falstad's revealed, though, he might go down here. No, he is going to be able to escape. Rhaegar in a bad spot, though. He might go down. Nope. Not enough follow-up CC to secure that kill. We do have 5 seconds till Johanna's up. And it looks like Arthas really, really wants to pick up this altar, but can't quite do it. 13 is finally picked up for Misfit Mafia. And out come 10 more shots on the side of Cheese Crew. Starting the boss now. Seriously looking to secure their lead here. But with everybody up on the side of Misfit Mafia and Talenteers even, the only reason that's safe is because they spotted 4 members of Misfit Mafia in the bottom lane, grabbing that tower back. And now we're going to see Cheese Crew push in top lane here. That was good decision making by the Cheese Crew. They are currently up 22 shots, really looking to make this go into a game number 3. And at this rate, I expect them to be able to make it happen. But bottom lane, we do have 4 members of Misfit Mafia grabbing both sapper camps, looking to do a ton of damage and maybe take out this tower in the bottom lane for themselves. Dahaka burrowing in on the bottom, but he is in no man's land by himself right now. Finally, the rest of Cheese Crew showing up to help him out. Nazebo mid lane doing his soaking duties. At this rate, we should see 16 versus 15? Yeah, let's call that 16 versus 15 any moment now. Rest of Misfit Mafia making their way top lane, looking to pick up this altar instead because they know most of Cheese Crew's bottom lane. 16 is now available for Cheese Crew. And this is the 3 altar spawn. This is where it gets real, folks. And we're going to have a trade go out. Top for bottom. I would love to see Misfit Mafia set up an ambush here, but it doesn't look like they're going to do so. Nazebo staying bottom lane. Dahaka rotating with his team. It looks like they're just going to try and get it quick. Alright, Falstad looking to grab Misfit Mafia's side. Nazebo grabbing the bottom one and getting that done. Out comes 2 sets of shots, 1 from each side. And down comes the big battle. We do have Curse Bullet going out. Malfurion going down after popping that Twilight Dream. Not saving his life. We have a 1-man Void Prison again. Down goes Arthas. Oh, man. Dahaka, you are on the wrong side of that team fight, bro. You need to find a safe spot. Rhaegar does go down, though. Li Ming doing tons of damage from the back as she can. Falstad going down as well. Nazebo throwing out the numbers as well. Both teams on their 16 talent tier. Down goes the Li Ming. Everybody's killing everybody. We got a 3 for 2 right now in favor of Misfit Mafia. But it looks like the channel is going to go over to Nazebo. And that's going to be 4 more shots for Cheese Crew. 2 shots remaining on the core of Misfit Mafia. Looks like they're going to go ahead and clear this top tower out back for them. Meanwhile, Misfit Mafia looking to work on the bottom lane, grabbing their sappers. Little bit of damage there for you guys. You can definitely see that Falstad is carrying his weight, as is Nazebo, in that siege damage. But hero damage, Greymane versus Li Ming is the story of the night. Alright, so both teams have swapped their towers back to neutral. 4 towers on each side. But the problem here is Cheese Crew only needs 2 shots. Any tower will work for them at this rate. All they have to do is slow roll this and play it safe. Not throw away their lives, and we get a game 3. Throw the game, though. No game 3. We go home, and Misfit Mafia stays 5-0. Misfit Mafia looking for the engage, and I don't blame him at this point. At least clearing it out hard and trying to get that level 20 before Cheese Crew. They're still down about a third of a level, though. Single altar spawn. This is going to get nasty. 20 will not be available for either team. Same talent tier, but this is must defend for Misfit Mafia. And this is game for Cheese Crew if they can land it. Oh, and they're moving in hard on the Rhaegar. Oh my god, he's getting so low so fast. But Rhaegar for Li Ming. Ooh, that trade not exactly what Cheese Crew was looking for. However, the damage still going out, and that's going to be a dead Greymane. Falstad in a really bad place. He's going to go down as well. This should be game going over to Cheese Crew. We already have Arthas channeling the altar. All that's left is the Zeratul. Yep, too late. That Void Prison was too late. Shots are fired. That's going to be game number 2 going over to the Cheese Crew, setting up game number 3 for this best of 3.